I've talked about this before in previous videos, but I deal with a lot of anxiety, and I'm a total perfectionist. And I sometimes deal with imposter syndrome. So what is imposter syndrome? It means that due to anxiety for multiple reasons, I have trouble celebrating my accomplishments and often feel like I don't deserve what I've accomplished. It's as if I'm always just waiting for someone to point out that I'm a fraud and I don't actually know what I'm doing and I need to go get a real job. And it can be really tiring when your brain is just be afraid all the time. And you're like, I was just trying to enjoy a cup of tea, brain. What are you doing? So from my research, it's a pretty common feeling among professionals, artists, people of all professions. I know some artists have talked about it, like Howard Taylor. I saw him tweeting about it a few times. I know he deals with anxiety. Some other artists I know deal with it, and for me, I know it extends from my anxiety. I feel it the most when something good happens to me, like a new opportunity, going to TCAF. By the way, we're going to TCAF this year, the Toronto Comic Arts Festival. We're really excited, but sometimes I'm just I don't deserve to be there. All the cool people are there, and why would anyone want to buy my books? And I just always expect myself to choke, and people are gonna look at my work and go who is this girl? What is she doing? She doesn't deserve to be here. And I also feel it doing these videos a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll put out a video and my anxiety will spike and I'll go why do I try to tell people anything? I don't know what I'm doing. What if I mislead someone and give them the wrong information? And then everyone knows that I'm a fool. Yeah, it sucks. And it comes in bursts and waves. Because I'll go for a week where I like all the content I put out, and then I'll go through a week where I hate everything and I second guess everything I've done. And even when I know, say on this channel, when I know I'm giving out good advice that's worked for me, it's worked for lots of other artists, it's very sound, I still go why should anyone believe me? Oftentimes I don't feel qualified to talk about things, and yet still I want to. I don't know. Anxiety sucks. Okay, so even though this comes in waves, how do I get past those? How do I deal with it and not just quit all my jobs and cry? Well, because trust me, it's very tempting to do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be I should just stop doing everything and go cry in a hole. And it really sucks. So how do I deal with it when I wake up feeling that way? A lot of it is calming down my anxiety. I've picked up a lot of strategies just from therapy and from trying different things. So I do meditation. I'll do positivity journaling where I write out all the things I'm grateful for and all the great things that are happening for me and trying to remind myself about what I'm competent at or what I enjoy doing. Or I go talk to Bones about how I'm feeling and get someone who's in a better state of mind to help me put things in perspective. And it can definitely be an uphill battle, because sometimes when you're feeling the imposter syndrome and someone tells me oh, you're doing great, it's just oh God, why do you think that? Please don't think highly of me because I'll just disappoint you. And it's it sucks because they're being sweet, and it's the worst. I hate my brain sometimes. But in the end, I just gotta realize that it's okay to take compliments and see the truth in what they're saying. It's really important for me to take people's feedback and genuinely consider it and appreciate it and be grateful for the supportive people in my life. I find that really helpful. Because one of the therapy things I learned is to always compare the evidence for, so looking at imposter syndrome, it's I feel like a fraud. Well, what's the evidence that I'm a fraud? And I'll list a whole bunch of things I haven't actually been working on comics for 10 years, so I'm not really an expert. And then and a whole bunch of other things that I can't think of off the top of my head. And then I'll also list the proof of reasons why I'm doing okay. And it's usually a longer list. And it's usually your people like your work. You're having fun doing your work. you're learning, and it's okay to make mistakes. So yeah, understanding what your brain is making up what your anxiety brain is making up and what's actually true. It's very important for like putting things in perspective. I think it's very important for myself to understand that like it's okay to still be learning and it's okay to make mistakes. Everyone starts their career somewhere, and it's okay to try things and fail and try things and succeed and keep trying to improve myself. Like, I'll never achieve perfection, so why worry about it? And I think giving up completely is like the worst thing you can do, especially when you're in that like anxiety brain and you're not seeing things clearly and you're acting very irrational. You know what? I don't know where I'm going with this. Bones, cut all that out. I deal with a lot of anxiety, as you can tell. It's definitely a continual struggle to calm down. Like, I feel like I have to do it over and over and over again, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. But like, that's mental illness, right? It's never quite gone. You can cope with it. I can still live and be happy, and I gotta be grateful for the opportunities I have and love myself, because why worry about things that your brain made up? So if you're like me and you're dealing with anxiety or depression or, you know, whichever, and you feel like you're a fraud in your job or in your schooling or wherever you are, you gotta remember that your work is valid. You're valid. It's okay to be where you are. Just keep doing your best. We're all just muddling through it as best we can. So yeah, that's my little talk about imposter syndrome. It sucks. I don't like it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you're out there and you're dealing with the same stuff, I hope you're doing okay. Like I said, I know it's really tough to deal with, and you're really strong for pushing through and doing your best. And yeah, I hope all the best for you. Thanks again for listening. If you have any questions or if you'd like to request a video topic, please leave a comment down below. I'll answer all the art questions, and Bones will answer all the writing questions. Alrighty, thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!